When a young boy hits the age of 13, he grows up, but not completely. There are many changes that happen to the boy, but there are not only changes, but things he has to do in order to be a completely qualified teenage boy. Today I will be running through a list of instructions needed in order to become the perfect teenage boy. First of all, the bed should not look nice and neat as it did when you were a child. Instead, it should look more like this. This is what you should do every morning when you wake up if you're a teenage boy, is don't make the bed. That is the number one rule. Whenever you get up, it should be the same as when you go back to sleep. At some point in the teenager's life, you should acquire one of these. A very loud stereo system. It doesn't matter what type it is, as long as it is very loud. The teenage boy should also acquire one of these, a remote control, allowing him to sit in his chair without having to move to the actual system in order to press play. Because you know what? Teenage boys are lazy. That's not a rule, that's just a general term that sums them up. Another thing that you should know about teenage boys is that the music they listen to is something known as dubstep. This requires a load of noises which does not make a real song, but more of a beat. Music can only be played if it is at a volume of maximum or more. There should also be a type of dancing involved to the dubstep. So you turn the volume up to maximum, and at that point you press play and flail your body around in a weird and strange like manner, like so. You should always have some sort of sports ball in your room in order to look cool. Although you may not play this type of sport, it still makes people think that you do, which makes you look cool. The same could be said about a guitar. You just have to have one to look cool, like the basketball. I mean, obviously if you know how to play it, then that's why you would have one. But if you don't know how to play one, still get one. It just makes you look cool. As soon as you hit 13, this room known as the bathroom becomes out of bounds. Anything to do with washing goes out the window, as there is no such thing in the world of teenage boys. Now we move on to food. A lovely tasty apple for me to eat. If you're a teenage boy, fruit? No way! You don't want to be seen walking around with fruit in your hand, do you? No. In every household, there will be a cupboard containing secret snacks. A teenage boy should go to this cupboard and open it. The cupboard contains all types of unhealthy snacks. Twiglets, some sweet chili crisps, Snickers, Lucozade, and much, much more. Whenever your mother calls you for food when you were younger, you tend to go, "Dinner! Dinner!" When you're a teenage boy, no. This is what happens when a mother calls you for dinner. "Mom, I don't want dinner now. I'll have it later." This brings us on to the language of teenage boys. Teenage boys, you don't talk. It's more of a grunting type of noise more than talking, which resembles words, but you have to be a teenager to know what you're saying. Your parents won't understand you, your grandparents won't understand you, any adult won't understand what you're saying, little children won't know what you're saying, only your friends will know what you're saying. For example, "Oh Mom, everyone else is going. Mum, can I have fish chip for dinner please? I'll call him, see what he's doing." Etc, etc. The style of a teenage boy varies, but however, it usually runs consistently throughout the whole of teenager boys. Teenage boys will mostly wear hoods and will have their trousers very low. And remember, if you're going to be a teenage boy, Always pick up the remote before you sit down. Where's the remote? No! No! Okay, and remember, if you're going to be a teenage boy, follow these, and you will be the best teenage boy for the next 7 years of your life. Follow these, and good luck. I'm TR, here from MCTR. Thank you.
You just had a video from MCTR.
Yeah!